2-player ball.
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before.
Potential drama.
Top 10 team goes into
Here we go.
a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it.
Here we go.
As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks.
#1 in the land.
On another SEC
Ball not built.
the Vanderbilt Commodores.
It's built now, though.
Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David
built
Moss
now.
and Jesse Palmer.
Yeah, this 70
Guys, let's tee this
ranked
one up.
squad don't give me
And the
fit.
Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Oregon's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, and make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown,
Yeah.
Oregon.
And we out here dressed up, too.
Offense is so good. Man, they
Little
can
matte
hurt
black
you in
helmet,
so many
white
different
and
ways,
gray
and they
skin.
do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house.
All right, let's see what we got here on this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the
All right, what they offense talking about? Oh,
So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense has the ball for
that's
the first
real.
time. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school.
Yeah.
Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge.
that boy said we gonna have some fun today. We gonna have some fun today.
Not letting these running backs have success today.
Finds his tight end.
Boy, oh,
They
come
get
on,
the
Swain.
ground after he gets an-
Hold on, how you in there, Swain? Let's look at this real quick. Hold on. What a change in that middle linebacker room. My boy Davis said. Oh, is he starting at left outside linebacker now? Okay. What else we gonna put in there? We ain't gonna put nobody else, I guess. All right, and then Davis comes in. Okay.
On second down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft
Right there,
spot,
Swain.
giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the
Screen.
last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back.
Did we call that out?
We
definitely called that out.
Defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space,
okay.
but there was absolutely no
Man, oh man, give me that ball back, please.
And they
That
got
ball.
him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Yep.
What a snag by the defense.
Oh, come on, baby. Turn them hips.
Return, but they can live with that as they've got it
Turn
at
them
the
hips.
49.
Oh, Homer.
It's all about making plays, and this
Freshman.
guy's been waiting to make his
Hey, this
mark
depth chart
on this
getting
team.
shook up
He
right
gets
now.
his first interception of the
Yeah, that's
season,
his
and what a
first.
momentum-changing play
Come
for
on,
his team.
where his replay at, dog? They ain't even get my dog a proper replay. First INT. Where Homer at? Homer out here. Homer that dog, y'all. Y'all sleep on this boy. 98 speed. He crazy. Nice cover. Yeah, it's blanket. Ew. But we gotta work on turning them hips. Homer. Why is
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David,
we
they'd love
gotta
to
have
do
it.
what they did last time and put the...
what's going on in the? They done reconfigured my line up here. Yeah, bro. Playing with your boy. Okay.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
I'll take that.
And they really were in a nice
take that.
rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the
Isaac.
next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Isaac.
Touchdown Ducks.
Yeah, that, you
And once he
ain't
got
gonna
away
win
from
that.
the D, they had no
Tripping.
shot at catching it.
Tripping, bro.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays.
I ain't
just
noticed.
like you saw
Number one
right
for them
there.
Ducks
They're
is a
top
coveted
10 in the
number,
nation
baby. You
in
gotta
points
be.
per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as it
They
stopped
going
at
4
the
wide
18.
now. 4 wide all
Vanderbilt has the ball
outside.
again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To
Troy
say
Dye.
this has been a
Trying to exclusively
slow
play with
start
Troy
is
Dye
a
when I
bit of
can.
an
I love this
understatement,
man.
and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
Oh,
That's right.
thought they took me out the
Firing on all
play.
cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively,
That was a hell of a block
they've
on
been
Troy
slow
Dye,
and
but
struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves
crazy.
up.
Yeah, and it's
Bobo.
just the first quarter, so it's
Bobo.
not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Oh, Bobo.
Stopped him at the 41,
Here's me.
but that's a big pickup of 15.
And
Fit
here
in.
we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Trying to get to them. They got
Exactly.
some
And coming into this game,
some good
this
blockers
offense
out here,
is
man.
gonna have to some way, somehow
Block.
establish
Okay.
a semblance
Yeah, see, I
of a
can't do
running
too
game
much
for
pre-play.
exactly what you just said. You
See
got
what
to
they
be able
do.
to use play action pass later in this game.
Pick. Give it to me.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked
Yeah, you know what time it
And
was.
he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, what a great break on the football.
Yeah,
Nice
it
job seeing
crazy.
it, squeezing.
Crazy
a lot
how
of
it
those
happened.
defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But
Slow
you
it down a little
always,
bit, bro.
always
We need
remember
to-
your
we need
first.
to
Your
go
first
first.
interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Yeah, man, we got the
They've got
young
it
dogs
first
out here
and
just
10
getting
at the
getting their INTs up.
They'll run it.
Come on. How you gonna run me into my own guy? I'm trying to get around to him.
Really important for a
Trying
ranked
to
team
dip around my
going
own
into a
guy.
hostile environment like this one, not to give the
True Blood.
underdog reason
Where you
to
at, baby?
believe.
Yes, reason to believe.
Come on, True Blood.
and
Give me
don't
some
the
magic, baby.
fans
Give me some
reason to
magic.
Get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to.
And a big play on the outside.
Let's
What
go,
a
True
job
Blood.
to
I
keep
needed
those
you.
feet in bounds and get the
Yeah,
completion.
that Matt Black helmet.
This offensive line
is.
does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
See what
So
they got
after
up
the
here.
huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Leaves it with the back. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown,
6'3".
Oregon.
6'3" reads,
mid-season
bro.
concentration
Y'all know I love my
lapse here in
6'3"
week
back
7
for
as they
Oregon.
push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've
That
got
was a
lot
hezzy
of speed
for all
and they've got
hezzies
home run
right here.
hitters. They
Oh, show me that.
score
Show me that
fast.
footage.
They
Stop
don't
playing with
need
me.
10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well.
Mhm.
They've got playmakers. They're going to be a
Yeah, they're gonna be a problem. He's about to say it.
all year long.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Some say too much of a problem. Ooh. Ooh. See, I put that hand up because I thought he was close enough. But what were you doing, 16? That was just trash ball by you, my boy. I faked up because I thought I saw that hole, but then he was right there. So I tried to, contact, but then I saw that hole because you over pursued. But you should have, you could have got me. That was a weird love, but I'll take it. Let's talk about that man right there. That boy Reeves. Made me sit Royce Freeman on the bench.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
It's still
About to
358
kick it away
first,
after
yeah.
scoring the touchdown.
Oregon 21, Vanderbilt 0.
Give me
On the
him.
run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah,
Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Y'all got to check.
That's a part of it.
Y'all got to
Right?
check.
Be a great player.
Okay.
You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move.
Oh, this is SEC ball.
Didn't get much done on
Yeah,
that
this is
first
conference
play
play,
of the
baby.
drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You don't want to see this.
You feel that
trend
swing
continue. Last year, he
pain?
was sacked 4 times. The offensive
Yeah.
line, this offense as
That
a
boy
whole
came downhill.
needs to get in
Yeah,
better
Leon.
situations, get rid of the football faster and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Bussin'. Bussin',
Not
boys wide
exactly
open.
the ideal
Yeah, is that-
situation for this offense. 3rd and long.
That a new
back up
quarterback?
inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Oh,
Got
come
it
on, Troy
downfield.
Dye.
And he almost ran away.
How close was I? I should have ran right there and I strifed. Oh, baby. That was me. I thought I was going to get a miraculous play right there, but I was nowhere.
On that one,
That's
a
right.
huge pickup on that play. The Commodores
to the
have it with a 1st
read.
and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed
come get
almost
some of
in
that.
his tracks, but strong enough to pick up
Let me
one
get a
to the
little bit
30.
of that. I'll keep using that up there.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Ooh,
Looking
God,
to
I
the big
knew it.
tight end.
Come on.
He's got an
I
open
knew what
man.
you was doing.
How about that? What the doctor
I was on the wrong
always
player.
ordered.
Man, the wrong
Inexplosive play
zone.
to the 40. And the Commodores look to keep this
All right, that's
drive
two mistakes.
humming.
Let's get this going. Mistakes.
To the air on 1st down. The quick
Boy,
out. And he's down.
fool me
after
once,
making
fool
the
me
catch,
twice.
but did
Yeah,
not
we about to
reach
get
the
that
line
third
of the
time
game.
on me.
Let's see what they've got
Man in
on
the middle.
2nd down.
Bobo.
The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. He was
Yeah,
able to
go ahead and
score
eat.
free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense.
Just play some good
They weren't
coverage
able to
here.
get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are.
Oh,
right
wasn't
now.
that? Boy.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough and they'll mark it at the 23. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an
Come on here, Stig.
catch for the quarterback.
They got me a little to the left right now.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
You saw what was popping? Saw what was popping.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense in press coverage.
Oh!
To the right, complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be.
What was that? Wow. Great job.
Really
They
nice
said, no
job there
más,
with the
por
quarterback.
favor.
Reading coverage, he knew
Go.
exactly where to go with the
For
football
wide.
and at what exact time.
I'm on
Timing
it.
could not have been better. They get the
I'm on
completion
it.
on third down, setting up first and
Give me
goal.
that. Give me that.
He
Oh,
was open,
come on,
he
Bobo.
had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a
Come on,
touchdown.
Bobo. That's your
Instead, it's second
body
down.
right there. That's
That
your
last
body.
completion is a good example of
go.
why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback.
So he
because
die.
The windows, they
So he
open
die.
and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They're going to run it.
Oh,
Into the end
come
zone he
on.
goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Okay. Everybody got to score at least
That
one.
breathes a little fire into him.
And you see
Man.
it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that
That was
energy,
crazy,
the
though.
crowd gets involved.
He stick that boy into the end zone.
Stop, but this was step one to get
Crazy.
this back in the ball game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Now it's no mercy. Y'all want to play that move, CPU.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go
Man, wish
back
you take
to
no
work on
touchback, baby.
offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like,
Got a lot of running room.
Hey,
Finally
baby.
run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
and these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly.
If
Got
that
to
man
the
would have
first
went and properly blocked, that
Nice
was a
run
fucking
there before
tutty,
the
bro.
defense finally
So
makes the
crazy.
stop. They can really be aggressive
Assignment
after that
football.
last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Nice, solid
Once again,
full
41.
tackle
You're
for
not
this
blocking
sophomore.
a single
All
soul.
right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't
They
break
ain't
off
blocking
along
a
the
single
there, but they're just
soul.
trying to find their footing at this point.
How aggressive might this
41.
play call
Get-
be on 3rd and short from the 46?
Get after somebody.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter.
Big True Blood.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats.
Yeah,
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. From the red zone, looking for a man.
Oh.
How about that play to get a hand in
Wrong
there?
read, Derek. Wrong read, baby.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'd love to pick up this third down.
Isaac. Oh, this you, Isaac. This you, Isaac.
For jet sweep pass.
Yeah, boy, that's you, Isaac.
Touchdown Ducks.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover him. That last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The SEC is mine.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Ole Miss. Just another week of college football.
The big bodies in there in case you're trying to get squirreled.
Fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it.
Come on, baby.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Quickly complete. Now they've got a
angle is horrible.
They're out to the 28 with
Angle is horrible.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The angle.
The give to the left side.
Ooh.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down and 2nd and 10. It's a draw. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Man up.
The run game just has not
Man up, baby.
For this offense all game long. You saw it on that last
Man
play
up.
as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Commodores will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
Bro, they was nailing my controls. What kind of stuff is that?
You might be able to slip a few runs in.
I was a motherfucking tutty, bro.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
We'll take it.
The give to the tailback. At the 45 on its way. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Off he goes.
Oh,
and he was
catching this man.
Open field and
Who catching this man?
Tremendous pickup
God
on that
damn.
one.
I gotta see that again. breakdown in the middle, boy. Ooh. Ooh. That slight hezzy right there. Saying get off me. Ooh. Ooh. Stop, froze him just enough. Ooh, then this right here was just, yeah, bro. But see, Robinson, I gotta go check your speed. He was flying.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone.
Be a little patient.
Touchdown, Oregon.
Be a little patient with the 6'3" speed.
Rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going,
looks like that Heisman back in that backfield in Eugene. You bite.
Try to add another to their lead.
Took a year off to win the Natty because we didn't want to get into this accolade.
The lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
Royce Freeman, you know what? I got to put Royce back in. You gave me all your freshman year, bro.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
1,000-yard back.
At 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense.
Let's go, Die.
That last
Let's go, Die.
drive fizzled out.
Hit for Die.
They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time
that was
around
deep.
erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle.
Getting blocked like crazy,
Trying
though.
to do to you and attack them.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately.
Wow. Who is that over there?
He moves the chains.
And I like having
You
matchups
playing-
outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him a rock, he gets the 1st down.
Who plays that
And the
far
Commodores
off?
have this offense rolling. Push reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the back
Y'all trying to
for a
win
loss
that.
of 6. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Just don't make no mistakes.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The ball too long.
Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line.
Really magnetizing my boys to each other.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense.
And he breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating.
605 rushing yards this season.
Defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads it left.
Come on.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds. Incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Give to the running back. The Ducks will have a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down.
Come on, bro. You ain't gonna hold that block.
Instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Come on, we're just trying to run this ball in.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone.
Like what?
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard
What I gotta
line,
do?
This defense is taking some punches.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Come on, 177 in the first half, baby.
They took it 71 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Adding
And he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Boy.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
Yep.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now.
Right
We
here.
got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. A timeout is called.
How aloof is he really going to be?
To get more points on the board before the half. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires it.
Oh my God. Come on.
Oh, look out.
Okay.
Slippery slide.
We'll let you have that.
Find his way and ran away from the crowd.
Nobody in the middle? Okay. You're not playing cover 2.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Oh, come on, bro.
Big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. coming after it. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Oh,
and the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Okay.
Pressure affects quarterbacks. This guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Bruh.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get it down at the 45. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to get, fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving
Let's get it popping, baby.
College football. Let's see if these defenses
get this defense back right.
And make the necessary chess moves.
There we go. Ooh, give me that. Give me him.
Let's
Give me
send it
him.
back to the guys at First
There
Bank
we go.
He was
Took a while to get to my boy. He got there. For die.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third.
Taking that
and
lead.
How about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Yeah, you know how we get down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Bobo.
The give on the counter. He stopped again. They went
He was already right there.
And he still found no running room at all.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man
Let's
on the
do it.
line of
Let's
scrimmage
do it.
defensively has got
He's
to
gonna be my
able to set the
liability.
point and force the football
He's gonna
back
be my
into
liability
traffic.
here.
That's exactly what happened there.
On third down, he drops to throw.
Woo!
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
That's what I'm talking about. I was trying to go for it, and the CPU said no, son.
Makes a play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense,
Show me that replay.
Force a turnover, and you already
Falcons.
set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be
Well,
extremely
Conrad.
happy, and that offensive coordinator
Ooh,
is
see,
going
look,
to
I
be
was
extremely smart.
right there for it, too. Conrad hated on me.
And Oregon has it back, and here
go,
comes
Royce.
the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
So,
And
Royce.
honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a...
Headed to the end zone.
Let's go, Royce.
Touchdown, Oregon.
6-3.
Has started.
220, what?
What a nice touchdown run. And this
Come on,
is a
baby.
effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line.
Oh, look that man up.
When the wide receivers
Number 1 rusher in
start to kick in,
Oregon
and the
history
running
right there, I think, right now.
handles the rest. Nice touchdown
Royce
run.
Freeman. That's a sophomore. Ooh, nimble. Ooh, turned on the burners and then showed the power. Like, once again, that was a whole holistic run right there, showing all your capabilities. Shiftiness, okay,
Lining
vision.
up to tack one more onto that lead.
You know, it is
And with
Vanderbilt,
that
though.
extra point, the lead remains
It is
in the
Vanderbilt,
gargantuan
so.
category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out.
Man up.
They're trailing
Man up, Bobo.
to Ole Miss. We'll circle back.
I need something, Bobo.
Changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, good job.
You're making a positive out of a negative.
He was out there, Bobo, shading
quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Ooh.
Makes the grab. It's Finley.
Yeah.
Brought
Good job, though.
25 after he picked up
Should have been playing last.
Oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Yeah.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Troy. Watch for the screen again.
He's going to pass.
Oh,
Wide
great route over there.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of
that
yards.
was.
He got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious.
Go ahead.
That play
That was y'all second time trying that.
Chance they knock him down for a loss of 5.
A loss of 6 last time. Let's go, Willie.
You're supposed to contain the
Big Willie style. Nah. Put the man up over here, please.
Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Yeah, you know that shit, man.
Strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Oh,
now facing a 3rd and long.
Oh, weird. Got 82.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Boy.
Those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete
I was ready.
pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He will score.
With the close camera. Stop playing with him.
He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss. Turn on the afterburners.
That was crazy, Shawty.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick.
Yeah, show me that
and
one.
Good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return.
Man.
Takes it back to the house.
Say, man. That's just the replay. That'd be. I couldn't even see what I should have seen. You got your boy out here, Isaac. Ooh, this is where I was like, I can't see, but trust that block immediately. Ooh, great block, 22. That's who really sprung this right here. And then this was just believing yourself. Believe in yourself that he is not faster than you, okay? And we knew he wasn't. And then we had to toe the line. Angles after that. Angles. Toe the line. Let him run after you, big dog. Ooh, that's a crazy shot. Ooh. Isaac really came on. He had over 2K receiving last season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
We're trying to do the same thing.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown.
Where?
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Yeah, boy.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced.
That little pistol ain't working, boy. Better come with something new. Little pistol.
Too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one
Pistol ain't
play
handling.
to get this thing picked up and going.
Give me that.
Trying to impose their will with the run.
Oh.
They
Yeah.
needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run.
Troy.
If you can get this many
It's you,
attempts,
Troy.
they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up.
Oh. Got wrapped up. Troy. Oh.
All kinds of running room. And
Let me
what a
down.
huge play for this offense.
Dang,
after
Troy.
that great run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed.
down,
Stuff
boy.
you can't coach. You saw it on
All right, let's send some dogs after this man.
Welcome to the frustrating reality
He think
of
he can
college
just
football.
get out of
Like
here and
the guy
just
at the
wiggle
quarterback
himself to
spot,
freedom.
just do that.
Give me
Pull it
that.
down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him.
Yeah.
Every single
Oh, you wanted to cut back?
And maybe
No, he
he'll
was
get
all
back
over
to the
that.
line of scrimmage, but no more
Yeah,
than
he was
that.
all over that cutback.
Well,
Don't
trying
slip
to
on
run
that.
the football there, just nowhere
There you
to
go.
go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Go, boy. Give me that quick slant.
In
Give
the
me that
gun,
quick
looking
slant.
to throw on third down.
Pick. Yep.
And it is
All the way.
another interception. Just a terrible
Let's just go
start
all
for
the
this
way.
quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Stop playing with that man back there, man.
Yeah, teams that play cover
Oh.
one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so
Baraka.
much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he
Ibikita.
needs to, goes and makes the big
Baraka,
interception.
Ibikita.
The Ducks ready to go back
Come
to
on,
work
the
on
way.
offense.
Not to lose, but to win. We call him a Black Panther.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Ooh. Nope. I did it. I did it. I knew it. Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead. They had to get him one. Hung that ball up there too long. Come on, cuz. Where's the quick snap on that? Where's the quick snap?
Single back formation, and they
Come-
give it to
Come,
him.
come on,
That's a really
cuz.
good
Y'all
job
knew
by
that
the
was
defense,
unrealistic.
wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game,
Well,
make them
you gonna get a little field goal at most.
Situations. Really good job by the
Field
defense.
goal at most. Give it to me.
On second down, he's looking downfield.
You
That
don't want
pass
that
is
heat.
incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Concept.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of
Give
you.
me
You
that
just
dime
take
rush.
your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
On third and long, he's going to have...
Come on. Oh,
That is
how you
exactly
get burnt
what you're looking
to a
for.
crisp like that, Shaw?
Explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The
right, give me this ball
Commodores
back,
getting
fool.
set on first and 10.
Ain't had this fool out here.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that.
Told y'all can get a
catch,
field
but
goal.
defense
Being
is
generous.
backed up against the
I
wall.
got to pick this
It'll
one.
be second
Here
down,
it
and
is.
remember, they can pick up a
Give me the
first without
screen.
scoring. Give to the back.
Oh, what happened
And he
there?
waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores.
Okay.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end
Did he
zone.
like
That's
that?
his fifth
Did
rushing
Vanderbilt
touchdown
21
on the
points?
year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Wait, Vanderbilt was having 20 points.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out.
Oh,
Pulled
my
down
butt.
at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Comes out throwing on first down. Complete. downfield.
Yeah, we doing that.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to take a shot. And how about that DB getting
throw the ball how we've been throwing it all game. Y'all gonna come in, you
Man,
gonna
that's
start
a
doing
couple
that?
bad
You
throws.
start doing
Last
that now?
possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out, throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, I'm about to say.
And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass.
21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Yeah, boy.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
What?
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter
this
throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
Do that, Swine.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Finds his big tight end.
Yeah,
and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They move the tight end all over. The give. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense.
Defense,
not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep moving. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they'll bring him down.
Tyner
picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently.
He just didn't reach his
you got a big
potential
offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be looking to run. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 30.
Boy.
The 10.
Okay.
And it's going to be a pick 6.
Gave him a little pick 6.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house,
I'm about to put Mariota back in, bro.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to...
Boy, the hell y'all got Keener in there for? Yeah, that's that shit, boy. That's that shit, boy.
Let's see how this coach tries to explain this.
With the proper
They're
backup
trailing
team.
by 32 to Ole Miss. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
And the Ducks are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening...
Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting
That was me.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Short gain on the play.
Listen, that's not going to go down
Go
as
get
a
him.
big play, but he does a really
Go get
good
him.
job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
I couldn't get to this boy. Yeah, y'all free.
First down.
Here.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Oh, wait.
Going up top on first down. The sure hands. It's Finley.
Come on, 23. We had some picks last week, baby.
If you're a linebacker, because of
He had
how
some
quick
picks last
and how
week.
shifty he is, you never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback moving. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today.
Vanderbilt Commodores.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Look at that.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Right down the middle. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Throws to the tight end. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking left. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do this week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.